How we doing?
Yeah,
So today I'm actually going on. It's County Care Radio, is it?
Yeah, so it's called Project Radio.
Project Radio. That was right. Yeah.
So basically, what it is we are a day centre in Skegness for adults with learning disabilities, and we have our own. So we have loads of like subcategories of things we do. So we do cooking, like Planet by Cook It. But today we are on Project Radio.
Yeah.
It's a radio station that we have. It's internet based, and we just give people learning disabilities the chance to be heard.
That's very well spoken. I also have my merch done here as well.
Yeah.
So these guys are brilliant. My heart goes out for these guys because they really do try hard, and you guys look after them as well. And
he puts in big orders.
Yeah, I like to help them out. So if you do need any merch, these guys are the people to come to as well. So what I thought to do, they've asked me last year, didn't you, if I would actually go on the radio station with them. And I said, yeah, I'd love to come on the radio station. I am going to come back as well one day, and we're going to do a bit of cooking and stuff like that, hopefully, as well. Show you a bit more, But yeah, it's close to my heart, and I love to support this sort of this sort of thing. It's not something I normally do, but I hope everybody's going to enjoy it and actually see behind the scenes of what County Care actually do.
Amazing.
So come on, let's go. Let's go and have some fun. Let's go and meet the guys. So guys, we're in Project Radio, so look at all these, they're all smiling, I'm looking forward to this. So who we got? What's your name? David? Thomas? Elliot? Adam, and we've got Ant as well, you've met Ant, and we've got...
Elliot again.
Another Elliot! Right, so I'm looking forward to this. So you asked me last year to come and do this, and this is amazing. So this room, proper radio station, you've got all the gear and everything. So you guys want to do this full time a bit, don't you? Yeah, you'd love to do it full time, wouldn't you? Yeah. So it's brilliant. You're actually learning all this stuff. So how long have you been doing it for?
About 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you the longest serving person doing it though? Who's longer?
I think EJ is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think EJ's been here. Oh, God.
Yeah.
A long time.
Quite a while as well.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time.
So have you had anybody famous in?
The most famous we've had. Oh, you're probably the most.
I'm not famous. I'm just Neil.
Yeah, so we had a girl, Sophie Jackson from Skegness. I believe she's 11. She recently won third in the European Championships for MMA. So she's from Skegness.
And we had David.
Yeah, we had. I don't know if you ever heard of the Sunwave Club on TikTok. He's a support worker. Who supports his brother and a few other adults.
Right.
He's quite big on TikTok. He came in for an interview with us.
That's good.
That was really good. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll get a few more.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So hopefully some of the guys that actually do watch me out there, they might come and say, yeah, I'll come and see you. So yeah, you guys out there who watch me, you famous guys, if you want to come and go on the radio station on Project Radio, they'd love to have you, wouldn't you? Yeah. Right.
Our biggest thing that we're trying to do at the moment is we're trying to get local businesses in.
Yeah.
Whether we can just do a small interview, just for them to explain what they do.
Yeah.
We like to make a free jingle as well, so to play on our radio.
There you go then, guys. So if you want to come in as well, if you're a business in Skegness and you want to advertise your business, you want to come in and have a chat about your business and what you actually do, it's a good idea, that is. Yeah. It's a really good idea. Right, I'll let these guys take over then.
Alright everybody, so we are Project Radio and we are here to have a good interview with NeilR, who has a very good YouTube channel, isn't she?
Oh, thank you very much.
Going around various seaside resorts and, just enjoying the comforts of that, really.
Yeah, loving Skegness as well.
Yeah, to see the video of that, So, to start off, So when you're not filming, what would a normal average day be like for you?
Well, I have a full-time job, believe it or not. So I actually work for Siemens Energy in North Icombe.
Oh,
so I actually do work as well as YouTubing.
That makes sense.
A lot of people think I'm just a YouTuber, but I'm not. I've actually got a job and I've got a family, so I've got all the housework to do as well, and the DIY.
Was that the big factory? Because I've actually, when I was in secondary school, I was part of a student ICT business.
Yeah.
and we actually went to a Siemens factory. It might have been that one.
There's 2 in Lincoln, so there's one in the middle of Lincoln,
Yeah, I think.
and then there's a newish one that's on the outskirts of Lincoln, so that's the one I work at. Yeah.
It was next to the motorway, so
It probably would be then. Yeah, North Icombe, yeah.
Yeah, I remember going in there. Like they had like one of the wind turbine engines.
Yeah,
it was like massive. It's
yeah.
massive to see in real life because when you see the wind turbines,
Yeah.
you don't think they're that big.
No,
when you
no.
go that close and see the engine,
Yeah, they're
it's
massive.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're just the small ones what we actually have as well. So like further afield when abroad in Germany, they are massive. They're as big as a house. So yeah.
What do you enjoy doing when you switch off from work?
Oof, relaxing. Just relaxing. I never get time to relax. I never ever. I've got 3 grandchildren as well, so 3 daughters.
Yeah.
So there's always something to do. Come like 10 o'clock at night, I might have a few hours just to chill out. But you know, I'm always editing. If I'm not filming, I'm not at work, I'm not doing the DIY, I'm actually editing as well, because editing takes a lot of time to do, to edit the videos, to post them onto YouTube and social media. So yeah, that's what I do. But I do love my paddleboarding. So I go out to sea at Skegness on my paddleboard. So if you see somebody on a paddleboard, that will be me probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it good? So, have you noticed like any changes to like how you are before and after like starting YouTube?
Not really. If I do change, I like people to tell me, because people can get like big-headed about who they are and what they are.
Yes.
What you see with me is what you get all the time. I used to be a DJ as well, so from a DJ background, I have a lot of like, you know, with people, interaction with people, talking to people. I'm not frightened of talking to anybody. I'm out there. So yeah.
I think what helps as well is like this is like probably like more of a hobby to you.
Yeah.
So
I want it to be a full-time job.
Oh yeah, of course.
But at the moment, I do get paid from YouTube, but not enough to pack in my job at Siemens yet.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Like,
but one day, hopefully, fingers crossed. Right?
yeah, it's just good to sort of like get used to it as well, because then when it does happen, like I suppose like when it does happen, what you'll be doing will probably be more larger in scale.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
like you're sort of building up to that.
It'll be a full-time job, so it'll be like a Monday to Friday and some weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be like, I'll be getting up and doing my computer work and planning where I'm going to go and stuff like that, because I want to go abroad a lot more. So a lot more abroad.
What makes you happiest in everyday life?
My family. You know, having a close family, all my grandchildren. And I like entertaining people, aren't I, at the end of the day as well. I love people smiling and laughing and, you know, and coming to me and saying, what an amazing job you're doing. We love watching you. We've watched you from the beginning. And I really do appreciate, you know, the comments that people actually do give me. That you know, there's a lot of people that cannot come to like Skegness and some of the places I do visit because they're old or they've got disabilities. And me putting the videos out there, showing them what Skegness looks like now and what's actually happening, they really appreciate it. And they message me and say, thank you so much for putting that video on. It was great to see what's happening and stuff like that. But yeah, but my main thing is my family. I love my family to bits. Yeah, I've got a beautiful grandkids and my daughters as well. So, and we're really close, really close. And my wife as well. Best not forget the wife.
Is this football team?
You've asked me this question before, haven't you? Because are you a Liverpool fan?
No, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh, a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, because you've asked me that question before.
Yeah.
I don't actually follow football. I've never had time. I'm a more like extreme sports guy.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
I used to like race motocross bikes. I used to do loads of water skiing. I used to do jet skiing. And I was the kid on the BMX bike jumping over other kids in the street on ramps and stuff like that. I did play football for a bit, and I was actually the school captain for a bit at the primary school. But I'm a type 1 diabetic, and when I was 12, things changed my life when I was a diabetic. So my football really got put to one side, and then I went away from football. Also, my father was a referee. So my dad used to take me everywhere, and it got, oh God, I've got to get up this morning and go to another football match. So it got a bit, not, a bit too much, but yeah, and then I grew up, and then we had the girlfriends, so the football goes out the way then, doesn't it? Yeah, so I've always been a bit of a crazy person, doing all my jet skiing and me water skiing and all stuff like that. So yeah.
What's one thing people will be surprised to learn about you?
Crikey, that's a difficult one, isn't it? Probably who I am, really. The same side as what you see on my videos as what I am in real life. I suppose that's, could say that. Yeah, really, it's difficult on that, is, yeah. But yeah, what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. I will actually get involved with anything that people ask me to. I will, help anybody as much as I can. If anything at all. Yeah. If anybody needs any help, and I'm always out there and try my hardest to help people out and do stuff. So yeah.
Good,
Yeah, I've got a heart, and I'm not just out there just to make money doing like my YouTube channel. I'm want to be out there entertaining and stuff, and making people happy. Yeah.
So, what part of it do you enjoy the most? So, do you like YouTube, so like the overall channel,
I like before, meeting people and travelling. All types of different people. Everywhere I go, there's somebody always different. And everybody's so lovely and kind as well. I've not come across anybody that's been nasty, horrible, or anything like that. Yeah, it's always been positive. So there has been a few times, but then I've spoke to the people and they've come round. They've changed the opinions about me. So yeah.
What's the best fish and chips you get?
Well, I'll get into trouble for saying where the best ones are. They're all good. I don't find many places that are not very good. Most of them are really, really good. And I do have my favourites. So I do like to go to see John at Pie Palace. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. And I also like going to Salts on Roman Bank.
Oh.
Yeah, but I also like, I can't remember what it's called now, but the one in Hunstanton's really good as well. And then there's another one in Whitby, Fishers in Whitby, I think it is.
Been there.
Yeah, really nice as well. But a lot of people don't know I'm actually going in to do the filming with the fish and chips. So it comes how everybody else gets it. Your fish and chips could vary every day you go. So one day you could actually go to a fish and chip shop and they'd be really nice, and another day you could actually go and you could have a bad experience. So like people say, when I put a video out and I say there was really good, sometimes people say, oh, when I was there wasn't good at all. But it's the day they actually go on. They might have a bad batch of fish, or it might be a different fryer, but there's, they can't be perfect every day, the fish and chip shop, can they? So yeah, they do vary. And I've noticed that. I don't eat that many fish and chips. Everybody thinks I eat fish and chips every day and have full English breakfasts as well every day, but I don't. It looks like I do, but I don't. And stay in posh hotels and go in hot tubs every day. And no, I don't do all that every day. It's the odds occasions. Yeah.
Elliot?
What part of your job is harder than people think?
Oof. Well, I'm getting older now, so it does take a lot out of me. Doing my full-time job. and then doing all my YouTubing as well. So I have actually slowed down with my YouTube a little bit because I was doing too much. I was doing 3 videos a week. So from that, I was editing probably 12 hours out of that, plus going to work, and that was really hard. So I've had to scale it down a little bit because I'd never had any time for the family. So I was going away and not having to see the family. So now I've scaled it right back and I spend more time with the family because they're more important. You know, they're your life as well. So, but I'm still, we've compromised and I'm still doing my videos. So, and they're doing all right. They're doing all right.
This goes into this question quite well. So, when you don't feel like filming, how do you stay motivated?
Stay motivated. I'm 59, right? I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I'm 59. But I'm still young at heart. So, you know, I'll get up in the morning and I'll be happy jolly. Unless my diabetes is playing up, then I'm a little bit down. But I soon get that sorted out. I'm at work. People say, "Can you calm down, Neil?" Because I'm always talking. I'm always having a laugh and a joke. I'm doing silly things and stuff like that. And yeah, so you live for today as well. That's why I look at you. Live for today. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So live for today. Enjoy life. Really enjoy life. That's the way I look at it.
For anyone facing diabetes,
Yeah.
what sort of encouragement or what information can you give about that?
Well, make sure you see medical advice properly all the time. Don't miss appointments.
Yeah.
You know, always be careful and look after yourself. You do see me eating like probably cakes and fish and chips and stuff like that, but I regulate my insulin to what I actually eat. So I do carb counting. So I'll work out, I've got an app on my phone, and I'll work out how many carbs is in the food I'm actually eating, and then I'll have the insulin to compensate on the food. Yeah, so that's what you need to be doing. A lot of people doesn't do carb counting yet, but you need to actually do it to keep your diabetes well. I'm 59. I was 12 when I was diabetic, and touch wood. I've had no problems yet. I've got a cataract. My eyesight gone a little bit, but apart from that, I've got a little bit of arthritis. But I'm getting old, so I'm going to get all this in my old age. But up to now, I think I'm doing okay. But I do see my doctors regularly. I don't miss appointments. I'm always there. And anything new comes out, I look into it and I'll have it. So, yeah, make sure you look after yourselves. That's all I could say, really.
I'm a diabetic as well.
Are you type 1?
He's type 1, yeah.
Yeah. So do you look after yourself?
I certainly do.
Good
my
on
mum and
you.
dad do it as well.
Yeah. You've got the NeilR app on you?
No, I've got a Dexcom.
Dexcom, yeah? Do you get on all right with that, yeah?
Love it. It's given me new life.
Do you think you'll be having the pump? Has anybody mentioned to you about having a little pump as well?
I've got a pump on.
You got a pump, and is that really good?
Yeah.
Oh wow, because I'm thinking about having a pump.
Do it.
So, yeah, do it. Right,
Yeah.
Good stuff. Think it'll be all right with all what I get up to though, with all the fun fair rides and the swimming and everything I do. Yeah, yeah. Right, that's good then. Because I've not spoken to many people that's actually on the pump. So yeah, so if people don't know what we're talking about, the pump is actually a little. So we have a monitor on our arms, don't we? Yeah, that tells us what our blood sugars is all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was checking earlier on.
Yeah, so it's actually on our phones. Does yours bleep when your blood sugar gets too low and too high? Yeah, good. So what's happening now? They're actually making a little pump that fits on you. So you've got yours on your stomach, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually talks to the app on the Libra Link app thing on your arm. And it tells you how much insulin to put in, doesn't it? And looks after you. Yeah.
Mine's different to yours.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
I'll tell you about it in a bit.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Do you ever have days where you just don't feel creative?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Yeah, some days I think, crikey, I'm shattered. I need just to relax. But yeah, I do. Yeah. It's not very often. It isn't very often. I just have to sit and think about what I'm doing, and when I'm travelling to somewhere, I'll be having ideas come into my head, but a lot of it's off the cuff. So it's just natural, just comes off the cuff. I do make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes in life, in what you're actually saying and what you're actually doing, and you do get things wrong, and people will say, "Oh, that's not right," blah blah blah. But that's life. You know, people can't be perfect and everything. But yeah, I do have days like that. But then they change. I do get it changed. So yeah, things happen, and I go from there.
13. Okay. Do you ever feel nervous about being on camera at the start? Did you?
No, not really. No, I've with being a DJ. I was a DJ when I was like 16, so I've always been with a crowd stood in front of me. It is different talking to a camera on your own, something you have to get used to. But when I look at the camera to talk to the camera, I'm talking to one person, not everybody. It's like I'm having a conversation with you, but it's actually going out to thousands or hundreds or whatever. So that's how I used to focus when I was actually a DJ, because I actually used to like go out onto the dance floor and talk to the bride and the groom if I was doing a wedding or anything like that. And I always used to concentrate just on them people and not look at the crowd. A lot of people look around and panic and forget what to say. So yeah, my advice is just to like look at them people you're actually talking to. And if you can't remember people's names, write them on your hand. Yeah, because I was terrible. If I was doing a wedding and I met a bride in a group and I used to forget the names, I thought, oh my God, what's their names? So I used to write them on my hand, and you could see them going, yeah, so yeah.
So, what helps you believe in yourself on tough days?
What helps me believe in myself? There's some hard questions here. This one, John Marshall never gave me these hard questions. What makes me believe in myself? People being happy for what I'm actually doing. You know, the people that talk to me and say, you know, we really enjoy what you're doing. I nearly did pack in at Christmas because I thought I was doing too much, and then I wanted to spend more time with the family. But people just said, please don't pack in. All my family love you, want to watch you. Please don't pack in. So that inspires me to go on and on and on and do more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What's something you've improved on since you started?
What have I improved on? My filming, definitely. You know, camera angles, all to do with audio. You know, I've had to learn everything myself. Go on YouTube and watch people doing stuff and learn how to do stuff. So yeah.
I expected it to be a lot of trial and error. Just going through like, okay, maybe this angle wasn't the best when I'm walking, maybe to adjust it a little bit, and then like you sort of figure it out like over time. Look at maybe the microphone is going to be here, so people can hear me better.
That's it, yeah. Where the sun is, if the sun's shining. Sometimes you can't help it. It's if the sun's shining where it is.
Oh, definitely.
Even if there's noisy cars going past and things like that.
What also helps is I bet sometimes some people, sometimes like it's like the right level of constructive criticism. Like, it's like, it's like, you maybe next time you should try doing this instead, and then you learn from that. And it's like,
and I do listen. People say, one guy said to me about when I was walking down the street with my follow mode on my camera, it makes it jump up and down, and so I stopped doing that now. So I have it on a certain setting. But that was a learning curve as well. You know, I got the new camera, I've never used one before, and so I took the advice on that as well.
That's great.
What advice would you give to someone who feels shy speaking?
Being shy speaking. Well, don't worry, just be more confident in yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. You know, you be yourself. Don't try and talk off a script or anything like that. Make it natural. Make yourself be heard. And don't be shy of anybody. There's no, you just say what you have to say it loud. That's all I can say really. Is just don't hold back. Just whatever you want to get out, just say it. That's all I can really say. I've never come across anybody really shy. You look a shy guy to me anyway. Yeah,
Oh,
is that why that's why you're saying this? But you're doing really well because you're actually here today, and you've never met me before. Have you? Have you seen me before?
Only on the computer.
Yeah. So you're actually meeting me for the first time. You're actually talking to me. So you're not that shy. Oh yeah. And you're doing really well as well. So
Thank you
good on you.
What's the nicest message someone has ever sent you?
I get nice messages every day. Every single day I will get a nice message. From anything from, we love you, Neil. Can't wait for your next video coming out. What you're doing is brilliant. We can't say enough about you. You're kind. They say everything. They say some really nice stuff. And I get more people saying good stuff than I do bad stuff. I ignore the bad stuff. Just ignore it. Just send them a thumbs up and a love heart, and never answer them back. If you're getting bad criticism of somebody and they're being nasty, all they're doing is fishing for them to say something back to you.
Yeah.
To keep going and winding you up. So just ignore it, walk away, because all they're looking for is for you to react to something that they've actually said. That's all it is. They just sat there on the computers. You can just imagine them, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're horrible. You can't do this. They just.
I'll just click on you one day.
Yeah.
On my laptop.
Yeah.
I find you on my laptop. I click on that when you did that Fancy Island.
Yeah.
And I just press thumbs up.
Yeah. That's all I do. But if I get anything nasty, I just give them a thumbs up and a love heart, and then you don't hear from them again. So they go on to somebody else then.
Yeah, because you're showing you're not listening. So
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my advice. If you're going to be a YouTuber or a content creator, just ignore the nasty people out there, because there is some nasty people out there.
That's true.
There is. They just don't care about life.
Exactly.
And anything, and they've probably got a sad life themselves.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of it's jealousy. Yeah.
Especially the homeless.
Yeah. Just don't take anything. Just walk away from it. So it's my advice.
What has been your favourite place you've visited?
Oh, I've visited loads of nice places. I'll tell you one nice place I visited a few years ago. It's called St Abbs. It's on the border of Scotland. And they actually did one of the films, I can't remember what it was now, Marvel films. So they actually did a Marvel film in the harbour at St Abbs. I've actually done a little video on it as well. Yeah. So there is actually like a museum, and the big hammer Thor has, that's in there. And I've actually watched the movie as well, and you can actually see that it was where I actually visited. And it's a beautiful place. The water is crystal clear up there, and we went snorkeling. I was with my niece, and we actually went snorkeling in the North Sea in Scotland. It was freezing, but so clear. So there is some videos if you want to go right back to St Abbs and see them. So that was one nice place, but I like going abroad. I love going to Tenerife. I love going to Mallorca. To Santa Ponsa. I've got a lot of friends in Santa Ponsa, so yeah.
And there's a new Vengeance coming out.
Is they?
Doomsday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know who's playing Doomsday?
No, I don't.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh right, crikey.
Yeah.
You might ask me one day.
Robert Downey Jr. You know who used to be Iron Man?
Yeah.
But Iron Man's just gone now.
Okay.
Now the daughter's going to play the Iron Man.
Right.
And the mum.
Right.
And now Robert Downey Jr. is going to play the
Wow.
villain.
I'll look out for that then.
You have a holiday book.
No, I don't. This is the first year I've not booked any holidays. I thought this year, before even what's happening in the world, I decided I'm going to do a lot more in this country because I've got my camper van as well. I might do a bit more in my camper van.
Like videos.
Yeah, be going out and doing some campsite filming, different places. I loved when I went to North Wales, so I'd like to do something like that again. But I thought, I'll spend a little bit more time in this country this year. Next year, we're off to Cyprus. So my daughter's actually getting married in Cyprus next year.
You're going to do a video.
Yeah, I'll be doing videos on that. Yeah, so I'm off to Cyprus, so I'll be doing a hotel review, and I'll be travelling around Cyprus, hopefully, and doing some videos. So yeah, that's really my next holiday, really.
There's loads of videos on YouTube of it.
Yeah, I might change my mind. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never know. There might be I've got to go away.
When I saw you on YouTube, I put thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Good lad. That's what I like to see. Yeah, and make sure you share.
Yeah.
Yeah, telling everybody.
Yeah.
So I can go on holiday.
What's one experience you'll never forget?
Ooh, crikey. I'll tell you what it will be. It was at Hull Fair on the drop tower. You'll probably see me on the video. Never again. My legs was like jelly when I came off that ride. That was crazy. Absolutely.
I've seen that video.
It was horrible.
I've
I don't like drop towers. I don't like the volcano at Fancy Island because I just don't like leaving my stomach at the top. But that drop tower is 80 metres high, and you just straight down.
And you've been on that
Big Ben.
And you've been on that Big Ben. And
Yeah.
You've been in that Fancy Island.
Yeah,
roller
do Fancy
coaster.
Island. Yeah.
There's loads of people.
Yeah. So when I do a video on the roller coasters, I like to get people involved as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not there just filming myself. I like to get the camera up and get people behind me and have a chat with people and
loads of people out the back with black t-shirts on.
Yeah.
I saw that video on my laptop.
Yeah. So that was one of my experiences. But I've had a lot of experiences as well. What I wouldn't forget about, like going when I've been abroad and meeting people, meeting nice people and chatting,
Yeah, that's what you want.
That's nice, there's lots of experiences I've had. I mean, if I wasn't having like the experiences, I wouldn't actually be doing what I'm doing.
No.
I'd say, this is not very good, it's boring or whatever. But what I'm actually doing, like you say, it is like a hobby as well. So, but it's something I didn't think I'd ever do in my life, and I started doing it and I enjoy it. So
I think I saw you on the computer on YouTube when I got home, put my thumb up like that.
Yeah. He likes his thumbs up. That's what I like. Your thumb's gonna be aching. I bet you're walking around Skegness like that, aren't you?
Miami, where it goes.
Oh yeah. I've never been on Miami. Have you been on Miami?
No, but on the Inglemiles, you've been on Miami. I watched the video.
Yeah.
Where it turned around with them people out the back with black t-shirts.
That's a Millennium.
Yeah.
The Millennium. Yeah. Miami's the one that goes like that, where you sit on. I don't like that one because that leaves your stomach there and everywhere. But
And it bangs your head and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's the most famous person you've ever met?
Well, on camera. Who have I met on camera? I mean, there's John Marshall. He's famous, isn't he? Yeah, John Marshall on Magna Radio. So he's like famous to me because I've listened to John Marshall from a long time, and Sean Dunderdale as well, who I met from BBC Radio Lincolnshire. But out of that, saw Jason Donovan the other week at Skegness. But when I haven't been filming, I've met one of the cheeky girls. So one of the cheeky girls is friends with my daughter.
Yeah.
So she only lives at where does she live? Can't remember where she lives now, but yeah, she doesn't live far away.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's making.
So we've got some photos on my Facebook page. I've also, who else have I met? I've met quite a lot of people from Emmerdale, believe it or not, because where I live, a lot of people actually lived lived there who used to be on Emmerdale. A lady that's died now, Edna Birch. Remember Edna Birch?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, she lived in my village, and she actually came round to my house to have a look at the house behind me, their garden, to see what it was look like, because it was up for sale. So she came round, we had a chat and everything. Chris Chittle as well. So Eric Pollard, I know him quite well. I've done a few things with him. But yeah, I've met quite a few people, to be honest. Quite a few.
So, are you a music man? Do you listen to music?
Yeah, I do. Well, yeah, in the car. Yeah, when I have time, I do in the car. But I love my music. I love all types of different music. With being a DJ as well, I used to play all the different types of music. I do love my 90s dance music though.
In that case, I have another question. What song would you always play when you were a DJ? What was your main song you would always go to?
Yeah, right. DJ Quicksilver, The Listener.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that one?
I've heard that one before, yeah.
Yeah, and probably Insomnia.
Yeah, I forget what the leaders.
Yeah, I used to play the 12-inch version of the Insomnia, and it was got the Big Ben chimes in. We was talking about this at work the other day about Insomnia. I think it was at work. But yeah, stuff like that. I love the 90s music from them decades.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
What was the other one I used to love as well? There's another song that never did very well. I can't remember what it was now, but there's another song, I can't think of it now what it was, but yeah, there is another song that I always used to play. Because I used to love mixing my music. I didn't just used to put record on, talk, whatever.
Yeah.
I used to mix it in as well. So the favourites I used to mix together.
That's
so
good.
when it was in there, I was like, yes, get it, yeah.
So what was your biggest DJ gig overall?
Oh, crikey, I've done a few. I did a wedding at the Nottingham University, and there was over 1,000 people in there. So that was one of my biggest. But yeah, I've done all sorts all over. I've even been abroad and DJ'd abroad while I've been on holiday before I met my wife.
Wow.
People find out you're a DJ and say, will you do a slot for us? So I was actually in Greece for 2 weeks, and in them 2 weeks I was probably DJing most nights, and I loved it. It was brilliant.
Perfect place as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and they wanted me to go and stay over there. It was Zante, it was. They wanted me to go and stay and work there, but I had commitments at home, so I couldn't really do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Greece.
Big commitment as well, though, as well, isn't it? So.
Yeah. But yeah, they're probably the biggest ones I've ever done. But I have done some small ones, I've done big ones. So,
Are you more of a cat or dog person?
Dog. So we invested in dogs. So my daughters buy dogs, and then they always end up with us. So we've got a Chihuahua, a really small Chihuahua called Olive. We've got a cross between a Chihuahua and a Yorkshire Terrier called Dolly. And then my daughter that leaves a dog with us all the time, she's got a sausage dog. And that's called, what's that? I can't remember her name now. But yeah, so we've got a sausage dog. Then my other daughter's got 2 more sausage dogs, so Coco and Lady. And we have them all the time.
He wouldn't have been happy to hear that.
What, sausage dogs?
No, these two are cat
You're cats, so yeah. I do like cats as well, so my friend...
I'm a dog.
Yeah, so my
we
friend...
We always debate in Project Radio or whether cats or dogs are better. So I was so happy to hear that. Good.
So my friend, Michael Moody, so you must have heard of Michael Moody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to see him yesterday, and he's got some really lovely cats. And his dog as well. His dog's beautiful as well. But yeah, his cats are so cute as well. You know, they want tickling and everything. So yeah, I'm a dog person. I've always had dogs.
Well, it's been very, very nice to have you here on Project Radio, and it's been very nice to hear about your YouTube channel and your experiences being a DJ and everything, and hope you've enjoyed being here as well.
I tell you what, you guys are amazing. You're so professional. You know, you're really, really good. I've really enjoyed coming to meet you, and you know, I will come back if you want me back as well.
Of course.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
I think I
Been
I saw you before when you was at is it Pussy Bear?
Pugsy Bear?
Pussy Bear.
Children in Need.
Children in Need.
I've done.
When it was 2024.
2024?
Yeah, in Pussy Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Children Need.
I can't remember. I've
when
done
it
that
was
much.
that Friday, when
Yeah.
it was the weekend Friday,
Yeah.
you came in with your
Was
camera.
it in there? Yeah, probably
Yes,
did. Yeah.
Well, it was very nice to have you on. Hopefully we can do this interview again.
yeah, we can do. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. Yeah,
Oh,
and good luck for the future. Be
Good.
confident. Get yourselves out there. Don't be shy, right?
Yeah.
You're doing well. Talking to me, you're doing well. Yeah. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
good luck, guys. Thank you
No
so
worries,
much for
thank
inviting me. It's been a blast. Thank you.
And I put my thumbs up.
Thank you so much.
Your thumbs up. Your thumb's gonna fall off. I tell you what, everybody give us a thumbs up. Yeah, everybody give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Right, guys, so there you go. So the guys from Project Radio have had a right good time here. It's been amazing. So yeah, they've all done work really well, and I've really enjoyed it. They've asked me some difficult questions though, haven't they, guys? Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad I've answered them. You know, I've really enjoyed it. You're good lads. So give everybody a big thumbs up. Yeah. Tell everybody to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, give us a like. Yeah, and share. Right, we'll see you all again sometime. See you in the next video. See you all soon. Bye. Peace. That thumb's gonna fall off, I'm telling you.
NeilR, a traveller bold and free, from the heart of Northumberland to the sea, exploring Skegness, the seaside breeze, from Lincolnshire's towns to the